40,000 years ago, you were not the only human walking the earth. Deep in the freezing forests of Ice Age Europe, another species ruled the land. They were wider, stronger, and possessed muscle density that would make a modern bodybuilder envious. They were the Neanderthals. For over 300,000 years, Neanderthals were the undisputed apex predators of Eurasia. They hunted woolly rhinos and giant mammoths with heavy thrusting spears at point-blank range. They were built to endure brutal conditions and survive severe injuries. And yet, within a few thousand years of meeting our ancestors Homo sapiens, they completely vanished. So what actually happened? Did early modern humans wipe them out in a violent prehistoric war? If you put a single Neanderthal in an arena with a single Homo sapiens, the Neanderthal wins every single time. Their bones were thicker, their grip strength was crushing, and their brains were actually slightly larger than ours. So how did a physically weaker species drive the ultimate survivor into extinction? For decades, scientists believed Neanderthals were simple-minded brutes. Recent archaeology has shattered that myth. We now know Neanderthals made complex tools, buried their dead with care, used medicinal plants, and created cave art. They weren't stupid, they were formidable. The difference came down to a different kind of weapon. Neanderthals lived in small, isolated family groups, rarely more than 20 individuals. They knew their immediate territory intimately, but they rarely interacted with outside groups. Homo sapiens, on the other hand, developed a unique evolutionary superpower: flexible cooperation in massive numbers. Through complex language, Homo sapiens could share information, trade resources, and coordinate strategy across hundreds of miles. A Neanderthal clan of 15 hunters was never fighting just another group of 15 humans. They were up against a network of hundreds of interconnected foragers who shared technology and hunting strategies. We also had better technology designed for long-range hunting. While Neanderthals had to get up close to dangerous prey with heavy spears, Homo sapiens developed spear throwers and projectile weapons. We could kill from a distance, reducing our risk of injury and death. Then came the climate shifts of the last ice age. As forests shrank into open grasslands, big game animals became harder to find. A Neanderthal's massive body required significantly more calories per day just to survive compared to a lean Homo sapiens. When food became scarce, our lower calorie requirement became an enormous biological advantage. Homo sapiens didn't necessarily wage a bloody war to exterminate Neanderthals. Instead, we simply outcompeted them for resources over thousands of years, and in some cases, we absorbed them. Genetic analysis shows that almost every living person outside of sub-Saharan Africa carries 1 to 2% Neanderthal DNA. They didn't just disappear into the dirt, a piece of them lives inside you right now. So who was the real apex predator of the prehistoric world? It wasn't the creature with the sharpest teeth, the thickest bones, or the strongest muscles. It was the species that learned how to talk, connect, and work together in large numbers. Physical power built the Neanderthal, but social connection inherited the earth.